Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution, and let's continue the game where we last left off. Which is doing some side missions. Sorry, I got a little dry mouth. And let's see which one is nearer. Megan's mother's, our ex-girlfriend's quest, or the locate Tyndall's apartment building. Well, we're gonna soon find out. Oh.
Well, shit, if it ain't the captain himself. Mr. Seraph done fixed you up good, ain't he? Give you a new set of glasses and everything. Damn.
How you doing, Letitia?
Didn't think I'd see you walking this boulevard anytime soon, that's for sure. Not after what happened 6 months ago. People said you's down for the count.
People tend to underestimate me.
You and me both, Captain. You and me both. You got any credits you could spare?
Well, let's give him a beer.
Here. It's not credits, but...
Mighty kind, Captain. Mighty kind.
How about you give me some information, and then we'll see.
Oh, damn, Captain. You ain't no cop no more. Why you gotta insist on using them rules?
Because it's my money this time, not the department's. You want it, you better give me something that's worth it.
Yeah, I guess. So what you wanna know?
You've always had a good feel for this city, Tish. What's the mood on the street these days?
Oh, things ain't looking good, Captain. People losing their jobs, their homes, locking everything they's own into those garage door storage units around town, hoping nobody breaks in and steals stuff. Mr. Seraph gonna save us? He better do it soon.
Or what?
Not sure. Just feels like this whole city's waiting to explode, especially in the alleys behind the gas station. Most of the time, you's fine walking there, long as you don't cause no trouble. But you do something wrong, well, cops and punks both trigger happy these days.
It's been a while since I walked the beat. Where would a less than exemplary citizen go these days if he needed to acquire some unlicensed firepower?
Well now, I hear there might be a gun seller or two around town. But an adventuring man, especially one fixed with some of that fancy techno-limbs Mr. Seraph makes, he might be able to acquire a few more if he's willing to go the extra mile.
Ooh, well...
You're almost busting the bank, Tish. This better be worth it.
Well now, what I suggesting here ain't exactly legal. And you being an ex-cop and all, I hope you won't take this the wrong way, but everybody knows the best weapons in towns are locked up inside the police station.
Yes, and that would be very helpful if I were still a cop. But I'm not. So I don't have the computer codes needed to open the armory's door.
Yes, but Tish here does. I overheard two rookies discussing it while I was warming myself by the trash can fire in back of the station. They was bad-mouthing that new boy, Officer Nicefield, for choosing patriotism as a password. Said it was no wonder he was being fast-tracked, whatever that means.
Okay, well, let's save these for later.
I might need to do a little trespassing soon. Maybe get inside some places where I'd rather not be seen going in.
You being kind of vague, Captain, but maybe it's best I don't know the specifics.
You got that right.
What I do know, though, is that most people tend to look down, not up. And even when looking down, they don't necessarily think about what's under their feet. If a person ain't too squeamish about getting dirty, they might be able to get inside one or more sensitive areas in the city. Especially if they arm themselves ahead of time with the right information.
Ooh. Well, let's pay 500.
Interesting thing about the sewers in the city, Captain. Some of them pass right under the police station, but that don't stop some people from hiding things down there.
What kind of things?
I was not sure, but a bunch of them walls been patched over pretty quick. Man like you might be able to find out why. Especially if he's fixed up with some of the magic eyes that sees through stuff. Mr. Seraph has to make eyes like that, don't you think?
I think I've got all the information I need right now, Tish. Maybe next time.
I'll be right here waiting for you, Captain.
Well, let's keep in mind that if we find some Red Devil beer, we can give it to Letitia and get some. Ah, well, there's the limb clinic where I could go. But let's do that for later. And here's at least one gun shop where you can go.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Yeah, I will. Now I can sell some stuff here.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Now first, let's go and sell something. Now, how much do I have? It's a little dark there, but you can see the quantity. And tranquilizer darts, well, I don't need them, so let's sell them. And machine pistol ammo. And sniper rifle. Stun guns and revolver ammo. Well, let's stick with those. Damage upgrade, burst round system. Let's look at the info. For shotgun, but... well, you do have a shotgun, but damn, you ask a lot. Automatic unlocking device and mine template. Now what's this? Use increase the weapon's damage, upgrade. I guess I can use it for everything. Okay, well, let's buy that. Burst round system.
See you soon.
Oh yeah, did I actually... wait. Wrong button. I didn't sell this. Yes, well, let's sell that.
How may I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Keep pressing the wrong buttons. But now let's use this and let's combine it with a... Yes, okay.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those Ugg lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? You been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
What you need, player? Cause I know where you can cop some goods. If you want some. Wait a second. You ain't a cop, are you? Just forget I said anything.
Yo, you look like the man who knows where to find that good shit. Upgrades, weapons, stuff like that. Don't worry, it's all good. I just need it for protection.
Ah. Now remember, this is the retired detective. So yes, let's do Megan's mother's quest first.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah, it's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with the storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen I mean, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it. Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
That's all I need for now.
And we have additional info. And while we're at it, well, let's go to the limb clinic now, because we do need to go to precinct anyway later on, so we might as well go to the limb clinic first.
Hey, don't even think about starting any trouble. I mean it. I can tell you're augmented by the way you walk.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that humanity front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell. Sorry, bud. The protest broke up hours ago. There's nothing to see here anymore.
You look like you're built for trouble. Listen, just because you have money doesn't make you better than me.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuroenhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
And here in the limb, well, we now unlocked our first Praxis upgrade, and we can buy here some, like Typhoon Ammo, Hypotism, which increase your health, Cyber Boost, Pro Energy Jar, which fills up, I think, was it maybe description, was it 2 or 3 slots of your 3 energy cells over there, and Practice Kit, which is, ooh, 5,000, well, and we got 2 quantities of it. Well, let's buy one.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
Now we can unlock another. We got 2 Praxis, and I think I'm gonna use the social enhancer, which means the KC. And with it, we can actually persuade and analyze people when we talk to them.
You've got to look at augmentation surgery as an investment.
Hello? I know. I listened too long, but then...
Dr. Chetri, call 217.
No, I haven't had a chance to yet.
Call 217.
And that's that. We can now leave in here.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company.
And now let's continue on. And let's see, should we head to the police station and continue our main quest and our side quest on the side, or...
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance in the side of the building.
Well, what do we have here? Pocket secretary. Well, let's read it. Interesting information. Let's try to remember that when we're near the storage areas.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws and cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation. Yo, we're gonna be rich, man. But don't be listening to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc.
Damn Oggs. Power-hungry bastards.
This city is one big gutter and always will be.
You think this is bad? Wait till the UN passes that legislation thing. Detroit is gonna be one giant breadline.
That's what I've been saying. David Seraph ain't saved this city. He split it into the haves and have-nots.
Yeah, damn right. I've been limping for 10 years. Don't I got the right to get enhanced? No. Even if I did, how the hell am I gonna afford that drug? Neuropopazine.
Neuropazine.
Whatever. Gotta pay up the ass for that one. I broke my leg 10 years ago and it ain't never really healed. I guess I have to live with it since I'll never be able to buy me an AUG. You got any whiskey on you?
Well, that's... Now, don't remember the guy's name, but... well, let's check. Brian. No. This is level 2, which I can't hack. But there are other ways. Well, if I had a little bit more augmentation, I could jump over there. But I don't, so no go for here. Well, there's still one way I can get through. I think. But we'll see if I still can do it. Well, this is a dumpster, but it's still too heavy to lift, but I can use this little crate. Let's see if I can stack up it in here. Will that be enough? Oh. Fidgety, fidgety. No. And we're in. Well, only level 1. Well, let's hack it. Well, I got one nuke, so let's
Access granted.
Now, have the news yet been updated? Yes, it has. The hostage rescue and self manufacturing plant. And also information about the capture of Zeke. Some ammo and credits. Now let's see what's in here. What about here?
Need for new person. You're going down.
A junkie. Well, thanks for the shotgun. So yeah, someone also tried to break in here while I was reading the computer, so let's... The game does play in real time even when you're reading the monitors. I forgot about that, so you gotta be careful. Now I got the shotgun. And I didn't have to even buy it. Good on me. Now we can just leave here. Let's go meet with Tyndall. So he's behind the gas station. And there he is.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain, that just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
Deal.
Well, let's go meet the dealers then. Which are nearby. There they are.
You trying to scare me, Skinner? Because you don't. Without them Augs, you nothing. Nothing. Without them Augs, you nothing. Nothing.
What the hell? You been reading the Super Spy Manual or something? Long coat, check. Sunglasses, check. Attitude, no doubt. This is 2027, loser. Get with the times.
Well, we got a couple of dealers with some sassy mouths, so maybe we'll show them what actually happens.
Without them Augs, you nothing. Nothing.
When Jensen decides to kill. And at the earliest convenience of the game, in the previous videos, we unlocked the double takedown, so let's show these guys what actually happens. What happens to drug peddlers and if push comes to shove?
You look like a guy that gets around. Little advice, stay out of the sewers. A lot of shit going down in there lately. Bangers and ballers have been fighting for territory even under the city. And I've seen some other guys almost sound like a cult. They really hate you, Augs. Bangers and ballers have been fighting for territory even under the city.
I'm sick of it, man.
And I've seen some
I
other
get
guys
hassled by the cops
almost sound like
every
a
day.
cult. They
But a
really
real fucking
hate
gun
you,
runner
Augs.
lives in an apartment right here. He gets away scot-free. What a fucking joke. The guy sells weapons out of his apartment and has a storage locker full of crap. The cops never bother his ass. He must have laid down some serious scrids to be ignored.
I know about you, Augs. You're like sophisticated surveillance equipment. On legs. I'll bet you're recording every word I say and feeding it back to the corporation that made you. Goddamn governments and corporations. They're all trying to control us.
Well, let's take the machine pistol as well and sell it. Actually, no, I don't have. And that's a high level code. And yes, I think there's a, as they were saying, there's a weapon merchant over there. Now, should I go actually and see? I could sell this submachine gun right away and the ammo and see what he has. Later on I can buy some shotgun upgrades. Ooh. Now, which is the floor? Now, how? I would like to get that. That's a hack program, but I'm worried that I might actually fall off to my death since I don't have the. Oh, well. Oh, damn it. Well, later on then. Let's go and. Oh, what's this? Yes, I think.
The guy you want to deal with is over there. The guy you don't want to deal with is standing in front of you.
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What do you want?
Well, let's now sell the double-barrel shotgun, since we got the combat. Oh yes, the ammo. Now let's see what you have. Stun gun, silencer. Ah, and you have the stun gun. Let's buy the stun gun. And see, let's see about the silencer later on. And now we have a non-lethal weapon we can use. A stun gun. And Oh yes, you can't get to the building anyway. You just have to go through the windows. Or through the window. Now let's go back. Now was it Tyndall his name, or was it that Tyndall wants out? So bad at names. But anyway, the deal has been done, and let's go speak with him.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall, I know you're trying to do the right thing. But we have to do things by the book, or we'll just have chaos. I'll put you in contact with someone inside Seraph Industries. They may be able to get you neuropazine for those who need it.
Seriously? You'd really do that? Wow. I never would have expected this from you, Jensen. I really appreciate this. Tell Carell I'm sorry.
Now let's go meet Carella, and then we've completed this side quest completely. Oh, and he's right over there.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one, Tim.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Listen, I got a hold of a weapon mod. It's not much, but I figured a guy in your line of work could use it.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
And almost leveled up. Completionist. Laser targeting system. Well, that's... Well, let's keep upgrading our handgun. How did you rotate? Flip. Now let's go buy that shotgun upgrade, and then I'm gonna cut the video. At least we got our first side quest completed in this.
What's your pleasure, friend?
Oh yes, I could... Automatic unlocking device. Well, let's buy one of those. Ah, heck, let's buy two.
Always a pleasure.
Nope, nope. And now let's use this on our shotgun. And that's that. Well, I guess next thing to do is to head to the police station. Let's go to the police station, locate the DM, or go to the DMPD storage unit. Well, whichever is in our route. So, when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and... Oh, excuse me, complete the second quest and the main quest while we're at it. But that'll be the next video, and let's see how we are gonna resolve the situation with our new upgrades. We don't got many of them yet, but pretty soon we can unlock some more. Although I think the next thing I'm gonna do is unlock some inventory space, because it only causes one practice kit. But we'll see. But as always, until then, I'll see you when I see you. Later.